Deputy Speaker, and I am really pleased to speak on this topic because I know that maintaining and, in fact, since we came into government, having to restore the conventions of democracy is really important to me and my community. I remember when I was first a candidate in 2021, how appalled my community was at the absolute failure of those opposite to have delivered a National Anti-Corruption Commission when they were given the privilege of being in government. Our government's commitment to restore trust and integrity to federal politics is really important, and it was earlier this year recognised, with Australia back in the top 10 nations in Transparency International's Corruption Perceptions Index. We know trust declined over the years that those opposite were in government, and it is really important to me and my community and our government that we restore that trust. Australia's reputation was absolutely trashed by those opposite, and we fell in the ranks for the first time in almost a decade. We had the worst result in terms of corruption perception of any OECD country, and the worst result in Australia's history. This is simply appalling. This is a very important independent measure, this index. It acts as a barometer of global integrity and a really powerful reminder for us in this place about what is at stake when corruption is allowed to take root. And we saw that. We saw that for ourselves in this country. We saw that there was a link between corruption and people's faith in government being dismantled. Their participation in democracy was undermined because of the corruption of the previous government. Our commitment to transparency is unwavering.
Just a moment. Point of order.
The Speaker to withdraw that comment. She is making a direct allegation against the former government as being corrupt. There is no evidence of that whatsoever. Corruption is a criminal offence. The Speaker is accusing the government of—
It's not an opportunity for debate now. You've got a point of order. I've listened. Thank you. And I will ask the member to withdraw that statement.
I will withdraw that, but I'll also clarify that this is an independent measure that Australia dropped to 18 in the rankings of corruption perceptions in the Transparency International's Corruption Perceptions Index. That is a matter of fact, Deputy Speaker.
Just a moment. Taking point of order from the government.
Contrary required, and perception.
No,
perception is.
Sorry, no. Your point of order is denied. Give the call to the member for Chisholm.
During my speech, thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Our commitment to transparency is unwavering. Following the 2022 election, we immediately embarked on necessary reform to restore public trust, strengthen accountability and ensure integrity remains at the core of our public institutions and democracy. And you know what? I actually am pretty pleased, Deputy Speaker, that those opposite are so agitated about allegations or perceptions of corruption, because I think it is very important that we all work together to make sure that we never see those dark days ever again that we saw under the previous government. Within months of coming to government, we legislated to establish a National Anti-Corruption Commission.
What is your point of order?
Well, my point of order is that the Speaker is acting against the standing orders. She has again impugned— If you just hear me out, Madam Deputy Speaker, the Speaker has impugned the former government and members who are still members of this House as having been involved in corruption.
I have listened very carefully. Your first point of order was taken. Your second point I do not accept. I am listening very carefully to the statements and referrals to a report that has been cited. You might not like that. I accept that, but it is not casting imputations against you. Please, you do not have the call. Member for Chisholm.
Thank you so much, Deputy Speaker. As I was saying, within months of coming to government, we legislated to establish the National Anti-Corruption Commission. People in my community, people across Australia, had waited for years for the former government to implement its promise to deliver a Commonwealth Integrity Commission. Our government has delivered that. I'm really proud that we've delivered that and that became our priority, rather than having a Prime Minister who decided to swear himself into secret ministries. That is an absolute distortion of this system that we need to always defend so that the public has trust in what we do here.